Welcome, fellow sapiens, to a journey of self-mastery and success for a person living in the modern world. We've all heard the phrase, "You are what you eat." But what about, "You are what you do"? Have you ever felt stuck in life, like no matter how hard you try, success always seems just out of reach? The truth is, many of us carry daily habits that we don't even realize are sabotaging our future success. What makes it worse is that these habits seem so normal, so easy to ignore. But over time, they add up, leading us down a path of mediocrity and regret. In today's video, we are diving deep into 15 signs of future failure that you might think are normal, brutal truths that are hard to hear, but essential if you want to avoid a lifetime of disappointment. Number 1. You don't learn from your past mistakes. The past is a mirror. It reflects our strengths and weaknesses. But to benefit from this reflection, we must look closely, honestly. We all make mistakes, but what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is the ability to learn from them. If you are repeating the same mistakes over and over, without reflection, you are stuck in a loop. Each mistake offers a lesson, a chance to grow. But when you ignore these lessons, you are essentially choosing to stay where you are. Over time, these repeated errors pile up and the opportunities for success slip away. Instead of brushing off failures, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? If you don't, you are simply paving the way for more failures in the future. Number 2. You fear what others think. Do you hold yourself back because you are worried about what others will say? The fear of judgment is a prison. It confines us to a life of mediocrity, preventing us from pursuing our passions and dreams. Here's the brutal truth. Most people are too busy worrying about their own lives to think about you. But when you let fear of judgment dictate your actions, you end up staying small. You avoid taking risks, following your passion, or doing anything that could set you apart from the crowd. The sad part? Those very risks and bold actions are what often lead to success. By fearing others' opinions, you are allowing them to control your life. You'll never reach your full potential because you are too scared of being criticized. Number 3. You ignore feedback. Feedback, especially the constructive kind, is gold. Yet, so many people ignore it or take it as a personal attack. Feedback is a gift, a chance to see ourselves through the eyes of others. Ignoring it is like refusing a map when you are lost. The reality is, if you can't accept feedback and use it to improve, you'll stay stagnant. Others can often see our blind spots better than we can. But if you dismiss their input, you are missing out on valuable insights that could help you grow. Instead of taking feedback as criticism, start seeing it as a tool to refine your skills and become better. If you don't, you'll fall into a trap of complacency, never moving beyond your current self. Number 4. You wait for the right time. How often have you said, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'm waiting for the perfect moment"? The truth is, there's no such thing as a perfect time. The perfect time will never come. The best time to start is now. Procrastination is a thief of dreams. Waiting for the right conditions is just a form of procrastination. Time moves quickly, and before you know it, years can pass while you wait for everything to line up. The successful act when others hesitate. They know that the best time to start is now, even if the conditions aren't perfect. Delaying action only guarantees that your dreams get pushed further out of reach. Number 5. You are addicted to short-term gratification. Instant gratification is a seductive siren song. It promises pleasure now, but leaves us empty and unsatisfied in the long run. This is one of the most common pitfalls today, especially with the world of instant dopamine hits at our fingertips. Whether it's social media, binge-watching shows, or indulging in junk food, these quick pleasures provide short bursts of happiness, but leave you feeling empty long-term. The problem is, when you are addicted to these easy wins, you lose the ability to focus on long-term goals. Discipline becomes harder, and the ability to delay gratification, which is essential for success, fades away. Over time, your addiction to short-term pleasure will cripple your ability to achieve anything significant. Number 6. You don't prioritize properly. Prioritizing is the art of choosing what matters most. Without it, we become scattered, stressed, and unproductive. It's so easy to focus on the fun, easy tasks, and push the difficult, important ones to the side. But if you always choose what's comfortable over what's necessary, you are setting yourself up for failure. Prioritizing means doing what's important, even when you don't feel like it. The key to success is tackling those difficult tasks head-on, not avoiding them until it's too late. If you constantly procrastinate on the things that matter, you'll find yourself overwhelmed and falling behind, while others who prioritize smartly move ahead. Number 7. You leave without goals. Without a clear direction, life is like a journey without a destination. Goals provide purpose, motivation, and focus. Without clear goals, you are like a ship without a destination. You'll drift aimlessly through life, reacting to whatever comes your way, instead of actively shaping your future. Setting goals gives you direction and purpose. It gives you something to work towards. When you don't have goals, you end up working for someone else's dream, living a life that feels out of your control. If you want success, start setting goals, big ones, small ones, short-term and long-term. Without them, you'll always feel lost. Before we go over to the next sign of possible future failure, please mind giving this video a like, as it boosts its reach, subscribing to this channel, and turning on the notification bell to not miss out on more such informative videos on how to be a better sapien. Anyways, moving on. Number 8. You let distractions and easy dopamine control you. In the age of instant gratification, it's easier than ever to get caught in the trap of distractions. But distractions are the enemy of progress. Whether it's your phone, social media, or endless Netflix marathons, distractions are everywhere. If you can't control them, they will control you. Every time you give in to these distractions, you are sacrificing your productivity, your focus, and ultimately, your success. These distractions may seem harmless in the moment, but over time, they erode your ability to concentrate on what really matters. And without focus, you'll never achieve your true potential. Number 9. You avoid challenges because they're uncomfortable. Growth happens outside our comfort zone. Challenging ourselves, stepping outside our comfort zone, is how we learn, grow, and evolve. Success lies just beyond your comfort zone, but if you constantly avoid challenges, you'll never get there. Growth happens when you push yourself, when you take on tasks that stretch your abilities. If you stay in your comfort zone, you'll stay small. You'll never unlock your full potential, and you'll spend your life wondering what could have been if you had just been brave enough to face discomfort head-on. Number 10. You blame others for your situation. Taking responsibility for your life like a true man is the key to success. While external factors can play a role in our circumstances, ultimately, we are the ones who shape our own destiny. It's easy to point fingers and say, your life isn't where you want it to be because of someone else. But every time you blame others, you are giving away your power. Taking responsibility for your life, your choices, and your actions is the first step to success. If you always look outward for reasons why you are not successful, you'll never look inward and find the real reasons. Until you take ownership of your situation, you'll stay stuck. Number 11. You'd rather do nothing than risk disappointment, as you are a perfectionist. Perfectionism can be paralyzing. It prevents us from taking action, fearing that any mistakes will make us look bad. If you are always waiting for the perfect conditions, the perfect plan, or the perfect execution, you'll end up doing nothing at all. Perfectionism is really just fear in disguise, the fear of failure, the fear of disappointment. But here's the thing, without failure, there is no success. If you can't handle the possibility of failure, you'll never take the risks needed to achieve greatness. Embrace imperfection and don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Number 12. You see asking for help as a sign of weakness. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. We all need support from time to time. No one succeeds alone. But if you believe that asking for help makes you weak, you'll isolate yourself from opportunities to grow. The most successful people know when to seek guidance, advice, and support. Asking for help doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. Get out of the fake, Sigma lone wolf personality you have built for yourself. If you refuse to reach out, you are setting yourself up to struggle unnecessarily. Number 13. You fear failure more than you fear regret. The fear of failure can be paralyzing. But the reality is, failure is not the end of the world. It's a learning opportunity, a chance to grow and improve. The fear of failure holds so many people back from taking action. But what's worse, failing? Or looking back in 10, 20, or 30 years with regret, knowing you never even tried? If you allow fear to control you, you'll live a life of missed opportunities and what-ifs. Successful people aren't fearless, they just refuse to let fear stop them. Number 14. You lack resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. It's a crucial trait for success. If you lack resilience, it will be difficult to overcome the challenges that inevitably come your way. Life will knock you down, and sometimes, it will knock you down hard. The difference between success and failure is how quickly you get back up. If you lack resilience, you'll stay down longer, wasting time and energy. Resilience is a muscle you need to develop. Every setback is a chance to get stronger. If you give up every time things get tough, you'll never see success through to the end. Number 15. You don't manage your time. Finally, if you don't know how to manage your time, you'll look back and wonder where it all went. Time is the most precious resource we have, and yet so many people waste it on things that don't matter. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and before you know it, years have passed. If you don't take control of your time now, you'll lose it forever. By managing your time effectively, you'll be able to accomplish more and live a more fulfilling life. So, how many of these habits do you recognize in yourself? The brutal truth is, if you don't address these signs now, they will lead you down a path of regret and failure. But the good news is, you can change. Acknowledge these habits and start taking action today. Your future success depends on it. If you found this video enlightening and want to be a better sapien, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more content on personal development, philosophy, and the pursuit of a meaningful life, and share it with friends who might benefit from these tips. Be sure to leave any other valuable suggestions you might have in the comments below for your fellow sapiens, and mention which of the above tip did you find the most useful. Also, be sure to check out these other videos on our channel that will help you be a better sapien. Until next time, keep striving daily towards being a better sapien.